It's round 9. And one of Cobb's handlers was smiling in the corner. I don't know why. This is a strong, decent man, Randy Tex Cobb, and I hate to see anybody take this kind of punishment. I mentioned the pall cast over boxing once again. My colleague Don Chevrier knows about that. We were together in Montreal the night of Leonard against Duran the first time when Gaetan Hart knocked out Cleveland Denny, who died a number of days thereafter. And Don, you can't measure the aftermath of a fight like this with this kind of punishment, can you?
No, and you would think that boxing people will be a lot more concerned after the events of a couple of weeks ago as to what goes on in a fight such as this. Cobb is taking a tremendous beating.
Crowd doesn't seem to understand. Cobb got in one right, they roared, and you saw Holmes answer with a punishing combination right to that head that has taken so many blows. And I think of a fighter of whom I'm deeply fond personally, Alexis Arguello, who's taken so much punishment ever since his second fight against Escalera in Rimini, Italy. And now he's talking about wanting to fight again after the prior affair when he lay unconscious for 3 minutes. Round 9. Holmes won't change his pattern. He'll keep using that left as he just did, snapping the opponent's head. He'll take no chances. The championship means too much to him. And you can't blame him for that. He's not responsible for the officials here. But it seems to me somebody should think about the degree of punishment. Look at that. Holding his glove up to his right cheek. Face swollen. This is brutalization. It's a personal opinion, but I think the referee should think about stopping this fight and fast. I mean, this is not right. And no, he won't go down. Courage of a lion, but why? I don't understand the smile on the face of a handler over there. Look at that. His whole face puffed and swollen. Your comment, Don?
I couldn't agree more, Howard. I think he's taken too many blows, and we might be getting into the danger zone. Fine young man, Randy Cobb. Nobody will question his courage, his stamina. He keeps on coming. He's been outclassed. There's no sense letting him stay and hope he gets a lucky punch in, because it isn't worth the price.
You're absolutely right. I'm sure Holmes feels the same way. Why don't they stop it? Go out, move, take a play with it. Round 10. Davy Farrell finally stopped the Ledoux fight. Ledoux claimed that he had Holmes. He was punching himself out, which was an utter absurdity. And quite clearly, Larry, still full of movement, still, as the 9th round ended, the punishment he inflicted was simply enormous. He's just picking his spots. Like that. The referee is Steve Crossan of Dallas. mention his name because he's got a big responsibility here. The crowd roars. Just terrible. Listen to that. A couple of pouring blows, and the fans cheer like it's affecting Larry Holmes at all, like there's any comparability of effectiveness of punches. Yes, Randy got in a left, so look at Holmes. Larry using his right more and more in these middle rounds. See those two Cobb blows? Both missed. Round 11, and it goes on and on. The referee, Steve Crossan. Look at that head snap back from the Holmes left. Again and again. New experience going into the 11th round. But it has to be a bitter experience, and Lord knows, maybe this man could stand up and take this for 50 rounds. What does that prove? Who knows what the after effects will be? Don't forget, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern Time, the Big Bear and the Crimson Tide against troublesome Auburn. Let's see if we can pick up what what goes on in Cobb's corner.
Okay. Now listen, just like you did that round. Keep that jab going to him. Keep that jab going. Keep him going back. You can't get off him. Keep that jab on him. Just like you would. All right. Keep that jab on him just like you were doing. You understand? Keep him going back. Do you understand? Yeah. When he fires, go high hand. Now that jab's going up and down, up and down. Nice. Try to fire your right hand a little faster, right? Okay. But now keep the jab going, right? Okay, I got it. Now the jab is working good for you, so keep it off balance, right? Now keep it going, right?
Well, I'm kind of sorry we listened to that corner. Keep the jab going. There's one person in this fight's got a jab going again and again and again in every round, and it's like a recurring piston. And that's Holmes's jab. Poor Randy, he's just been pawing. Holmes picks off almost every attempt with his own gloves. Otherwise, the blows are short as Cobb reaches, as you see there. Nothing more to say. Something has to be repaired on Holmes's glove or tape. Eddie Futch runs up and proceeds to put tape on the glove. And there is Tex Cobb. The glove repaired, and we resume action. Go the lefts again, and then the right in combination, then another left. When the crowd was roaring earlier in the round before the glove repair, Cobb was rolling and rolling. Look at this. Holmes teeing off again. This kind of savagery